Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most debated questions of this election cycle. Who is going to win the US presidential election? In this video, we'll be taking a closer look at two key figures, Donald Trump and Kamala Harris, and how their pasts and political careers might shape the future of American politics. Segment 1, Donald Trump's history. Let's start with former President Donald Trump. Trump, a businessman and reality TV star, shocked the world when he won the 2016 U.S. presidential election. Running as a political outsider campaign was based on promises to make America great again. His tenure from 2017 to 2021 was marked by a mix of controversial policies and actions, along with a solid base of loyal supporters. During his time in office, Trump focused on issues like tax cuts, deregulation, and immigration reform. His administration took a strong stance against China in terms of trade, and his foreign policy was often described as America First. His handling of the COVID-19 pandemic and the response to Black Lives Matter protests, however, became major points of contention. Trump was impeached twice, first over the Ukraine scandal and again over the January 6th Capitol riot, but was acquitted both times. Despite losing the 2020 election to Joe Biden, Trump's influence over the Republican Party has remained significant. He's still a major figure within the GOP, and many speculate that his return to the White House is more than just a possibility. Segment 2, Kamala Harris history. On the other side, we have Kamala Harris, who became the first female vice president of the United States in 2020 under President Joe Biden. Before making history as VP, Harris had a distinguished career in law and politics. She served as California's Attorney General from 2011 to 2017, focusing on issues like criminal justice reform, environmental protection, and housing. Harris made waves as a U.S. Senator from California, where she was known for her sharp questioning in hearings and advocacy for progressive policies on healthcare, climate change, and racial justice. Her run for president in 2020, although brief, was marked by strong moments in the debates and a platform focused on social justice, climate policy, and expanding healthcare. As vice president, Harris has had a challenging role. She's been tasked with addressing issues like voting rights, immigration reform, and the ongoing pandemic recovery. Her performance has been a topic of debate, with critics arguing that she hasn't fully leveraged her platform, while others praise her for being a trailblazer in U.S. politics. Looking back on their tenures, we see two very different leadership styles. Trump's time in office was a whirlwind of bold decisions and polarizing rhetoric. Whether you loved him or hated him, you couldn't ignore his impact. He reshaped the Republican Party and left a lasting imprint on American politics. Kamala Harris, though still relatively new in her role as vice president, has had to navigate a deeply divided country and an unpredictable political landscape. While she's not yet had the chance to build a legacy of her own, her role as vice president has been historic, and many are watching to see if she'll become the first woman to lead the nation in the future. Segment 4, who will win? Now, as we look ahead to the next election, the big question remains, who is going to win the U.S. election this time around? Based on current political trends, public opinion polls, and the continuing influence of Donald Trump, I have to say, I think Trump has a very real shot at reclaiming the White House. Despite all the controversies, his base remains incredibly strong, and there's a certain hunger for a return to his brand of leadership. His promises to revive the economy, strengthen national security, and take on the deep state continue to resonate with many Americans. Kamala Harris and the Democratic Party have their work cut out for them. With Joe Biden's approval ratings still fluctuating and the party divided on key issues, it's not entirely clear how the Democrats will mobilize to keep the White House in their hands. In my opinion, while anything can happen in politics, I think Donald Trump has a good chance of winning this time around. He's proved he can make a comeback, and with the current political landscape, it seems like the stage might be set for his return. But, of course, we'll have to wait and see how the race plays out. Thanks for watching, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Trump will win? Or do you think someone else will rise to the challenge? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more political insights.